Hey guys, this is Mac101. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use Terminal to do something called tarring a file. Tarring is kind of like zipping, except it works on it doesn't really compress as much as preserves file permissions, and it's a way to store a folder in a file. This is useful in my opinion on Linux computers, but if you're a Mac user, you're probably unfamiliar with tar files. So I'm going to be showing you how to use tar files. First of all, in Terminal, what you want to do, the first thing you want to do is type CD, then hit enter. Then type CD space desktop. This is just so that we can go to our desktop. If you've watched the other terminal lessons I've made with MacKids 101, you should know what this means. If you haven't watched the other videos, then you should watch them before watching this. So now I'm CD'd to my desktop, and you can see that when I type pwd, I'm on /user/alex/desktop. So now what you want to do is you want to, I'm just going to create a folder called foo, and inside of it make a file called bar. Okay, so now I have a folder on my desktop where I am currently CD'd to that has a folder on it with a file inside of it called bar. I'm going to be tarring this folder called foo to a compressed folder or tar file that allows you to transport this folder anywhere. All you want to do this is type tar space dash c vvf space, and then the name of your tarball, I'll call it foo.tar, and then the name of your directory, foo. And normally when it's a directory you're tarring, you type slash after the name of the directory. Of course, if the directory name has spaces in it, instead of just typing space, do backslash space. Or if the tarball's name has space in it, do backslash space in the tarball's name as well. Okay, so this is my command. I hit enter, and so now it shows you everything that's tarred up right here. So basically, now that we've tarred this directory up, everything, since we've used these options, everything that's been tarred gets shown there. And here's our tarball of our original file. You can see it in my Finder. I'll just delete the folder from my desktop now since I don't need it anymore. Okay, so now you're probably wondering two things. One of all, can I untar this? So can my friends or anyone I know untar this through Finder? Through Finder. The answer to that is yes. All you need to do is double click it and it'll open up with archive utility, and it will untar just like a zip file. I'll just delete that. But the cool thing with tars, just like zip files, is that you can untar them through terminal as well. You type tar space dash x vvf space and then the name of the tarball. And if the name of the tarball has spaces in it, replace the spaces with backslash space. So I'll call it foo. It's already called foo.tar, so I'll just do that. Okay, so now it's untarred through terminal, and so right here it is the untarred foo folder. So that's two ways to untar a file. So in this video, I briefly showed you how to tar a directory into a tar file and how to untar a tar file through Finder or Terminal. I don't know of any way to tar a file through Finder. Okay, so next, I'm going to be showing you what a tar really is. Now, foo.tar is pretty simple. It's a directory with the permission set on it. Inside of it is a file with the permission set on it. Now, tarballs actually sometimes get a little bit bigger than the original files because not only do they store a copy of the file, they also store the permissions of the files. So the permissions like 755 or read, write, execute, they preserve the owner group and the owner user. This way, it's like backing up your whole file system. If you tar your slash, it's like tarring your whole computer, really like every bit on the hard drive. So if we take a look and we just nano foo.tar, it's a lot of random characters right here. And let me just open this up with VI because you'll be able to understand more of this. So right here is tar VIM, and tar VIM shows you every file, which is why VI isn't the best way to look at a tar file. So some programs look at a tar file that way, and VI is very advanced, so and VIM as well, so it knows how to read those. But if you open a tar file up with TextEdit or any other text editor, you'll see something that looks like this. Foo. Okay, so, foo, which is the name of the folder. The permissions on it, 755, some more numbers that say the sticky bits, and then the contents of foo. Right here is bar, the permissions of bar, and then eventually right here, somewhere right here, the contents of bar, which is bar. So that's, interesting. So that's how tar files work. Now you might also notice that there's like an unlimited amount of, when you go around using your arrow keys, right next to Alex and staff. Alex is one word and staff is one word, and Alex staff is the user that owns it and the group that owns it. But if you move your mouse right before the last letter of your username and move it right, then you press it again, it's not going to move because null bits are there, which you can't see through text edit, but they're actually characters there, are separating that. So I'm pressing the right arrow key, and there are about 20 null bits before it lets me. So I'm holding it down, and it stays there for a little while, then goes. And that's cool. So that's how tarballs work. Now you might also notice that this is 12 kilobytes, but the folder that it untars is 4 kilobytes. That's because tars are about a few kilobytes, always a few kilobytes bigger than the file or directory you tar, because they have to preserve the file permissions. But on much larger directories, it'll still only be a few kilobytes larger. And this is what I use to back up all my Linux computers. I have a Linux hard drive that I back everything up to, that I just tar my slash into that hard drive, and it preserves all the file permissions for me. And that's how I back up all my Linux computers. With this machine, I of course use Time Machine because that's more efficient. But so tar is how to compress files. The icon actually right here, as you can see, is is the zip icon, except with tar under it instead of zip. So that's how to use tar. And so thank you for watching Mad Kids On. Subscribe and goodbye.